Hello, thanks for joining me again. It is the Not So Handyman in Las Vegas. My name is Graham. Grew up on a farm in West Tennessee, but I also worked on lots of equipment there, but I never really considered myself a handyman. So this is my attempt at trying to learn to be a more of a handyman. I'm buying things at auction, selling them on eBay, and if I can get them to work, I sell them whole. If I can't get them to work, I try to sell them as parts. Although it depends on how much is there. I probably will end up selling them for parts anyway. But today we're going to be doing this, a vacuum. I'm going to be taking this apart here in a little bit. This is the last of the 4 vacuums or 3 vacuums that I bought. I have sold one of them whole. I sold the whole thing and didn't actually make very much off of that just because of shipping. And then I sold another one, or I took another one apart because it did not work. It ended up not working at all. And sold several parts from that one. It's gone really well. Still have a few left over from that one, but we're going to get to this one. And to be honest, I haven't even tried this one. I've had it now for about 2 months and have not even tried getting it out. No music today. I'm actually watching some Monday Night Football. I am watching the Texans versus the Buccaneers delayed, so we'll see how that game goes. I saw someone who told me that it was a really good one. I know also in town that the Raiders are currently playing the Chargers, and in fact, I'm also an Uber driver, and I'll be picking up some people after that. So let's get it going. I've already plugged it in, and so let's see if we can get it to work. I believe this one, the on switch is that works, but we don't have any. This part down here was not spinning. So let's see what we can do about it. So it looks like the brush is not spinning. I can get it to spin with my hands. Let's get rid of that lower third so that you can see what I'm doing. I can get it to spin with my hand, and so it obviously is not the brush. It may either be the belt. The belt is either broken or off, or maybe both. All right. So anytime you work on something, make sure you unplug it. Let's do that now. All right. Got it unplugged. This one does not have the cord, that part that pulls it back in. I actually sold that one from the other part, so that's kind of a fun thing. But let's see what we got. Well, we got to skip through some commercials first. And all right, let's see what we've got here. Oh man, my desk is very, very cluttered, so I don't have a lot of space for everything. All right, so let's pull this over to here so that I can see this side. And all right. Okay, here we go. I have never taken one of these apart. I took the other one that I had apart. That was the only one that I have officially taken all the way apart. But I need to get something for these, and I forgot to grab that. So let me grab those, and I'll be right back. Josiah, what did I tell you to do? What did I tell you to do? Go to bed. All right. Got my pinch bowls. Got my son sent off to bed. And let's get to work. We're gonna, if this is just a belt that is off, put it back on just to make sure that everything does work. But we'll see if this works. Still got some up here. There are quite a lot of these in this one. The other one I feel like only had about 3 or 4, and they came right out. Well, that one's not wanting to come out. All right, so there's that one. Let's see if I can. This one is actually, no, I don't think it's still. Oh, there we go. There we go. And this comes off like so. It's quite dirty, and it's definitely used. I don't know if some of these are warranty replacements, and so therefore they send them out with like this, but all 3 of the ones that I bought came out dirty. So it is not the belt. The belt is spinning just fine, which means we've got something else going on. I think I have a wrong setting. It's the wand release. All right, well, let's plug her in and see if we can figure out what's going on. All right. See if there's a tilt release, or if I just need to push it off. I figured it out. I figured out what I was doing wrong. It's actually not as difficult as I thought. Doesn't sound great. Definitely sounds like it's sickly in there. But it spins, so this is a working vacuum, and so I'll now get to take it apart and then sell each of the pieces. Which makes me happy, because I love selling things that work. I don't like having things that don't work. I don't think anybody loves buying things that don't work. If you're wondering, it's been a while since I've done one of these, and really, the reason is because kind of shifted and started doing some different things instead, selling some different parts instead, and on those I don't get quite as good of things, or no, I get some good things, but it definitely has some different levels. Looks like we've got, oh wow, this is cool. It's got a light on your little wand here. That's neat. I've never seen one of those before. Maybe we should keep that one. Probably not. Yeah, nice little about a 11, 12-inch wand. That'll be cool to have and cool to put on. I've seen several of these on eBay for sale. This is the pet hair remover. Let's see if we can get this off. We'll do the wand. Put this at the end of the wand, like so. And let's see what we get. Oh, I unplugged. Gotta plug it back in. And here we go. You can tell this is inside still working. Looks like, oh, that's kind of cool. It's a cool design that inside here, it has, basically it works like a windmill or like the water wheel, but for air. As the air comes through here, it spins this wheel, which then spins the brush at the end. That's kind of a neat design. I like that. That's really cool. So this works as well. Very nice indeed. And, well, before we go any further, I should probably clean off my workspace. Cleaning up my workspace here. All right. And with that, well, it's time to shut her off for good. Unplugging it for one last time. And then let's get some parts off of it. I guess we'll start with this part here that is it's a nice, easy to take off. We've got a push button here, comes off, no problem. Kind of dirty, dusty, but not too bad. I'm going to put this down here for a second so I can get a good look at this. Looks like it's got some dust on the inside. Looks like it's got your plush carpet, your low carpet setting, which you should probably already see. But this is good to go. Looks like this is solid, no holes, and it extends really well. So that is a good wand here. We got our bottom plate. Our bottom plate is intact. No breaks, kind of bends and has some flex to it, so it's not brittle. That's really good. Let's see if there's anything else up here that we can disassemble. This is the tank erase, or the pet hair eraser tank. I actually sold one of these. I sold my other one, and unfortunately, I had it sent back. But it came. The guy sent me the address he wanted me to send it to, and so I sent it to him again. There's a little bit down here in the bottom, obviously, because I just cleaned off my little workspace here. And on the inside, in fact, let's get the trash can. Don't want to show you my trash can because you'll think I'm a Packers fan. And, well, I'm not a Packers fan. I'm a Titans fan. Ooh, this is dirty. Probably will wash the plastic, but the filters inside, they are gone. This filter needs to be replaced. I would not want to buy this. I'll probably send it with it, just so that it stays whole. But these are not new filters. Well, actually, this filter looks pretty good. It looks like it's one of those washable filters. It is a washable filter, and so if you buy the tank, the filters will come with it. I'm not going to sell those separately. But very nice. Not bad. Not bad at all. Might even wash that out a little bit. We got a lot of dust in the bin. This thing is just caked in dust all over the place. Does it come apart? I think it does. It's got a couple of screws in here. Even though it does have a couple of screws, I probably will not sell this as a separate piece. I'll probably sell it as one whole, just because, oops, I don't think I would want to do the separate one. Oh yeah. But hey, throw this in the dishwasher, send it through a regular cycle, and we should be good to go. But man, there's a ton of dust in here. I probably should not take this apart anymore outside of a sink or something like that. All right, so in fact, I'm gonna put this in a sink right now. All right, so the air separator has been separated from our vacuum. Now let me get this dust that fell. And over here. All right, cool. All right, let's start getting to the meat. This base, and then looks like inside we'll have our motor, which I will sell off of this one because it does work. Couldn't sell it off the old one because the other one unfortunately had blown out. I still have it in a box or in a bag, and I haven't decided exactly what I'm going to do with it. I thought maybe if I collected enough of these, I'd take it to a scrapyard, get some money, but that may not happen simply because of it's probably only a couple of pounds and it's not really going to be worth very much. So we got a bunch of screws up here to take off. Let's take these off. Ooh, that one was close to being too short. You know, I have one that I could use that I could have an electronic one that I could use to do this really fast, but hey, it is not a big issue. All right, let's see if I take all of these off, if this top part is just going to come off. If it does come off, maybe it'll take all of these screws or these Phillips head bolts with it. Oh, that was a different size. Interesting. So we got a good game here. Tied up 7-7. Texans scored a first. Then the Buccaneers took the ball down the field and scored their own touchdown. So it's quite a good game so far. All right, so there's that. Oh, and let's see. It is not wanting to release off of this front, but I don't want to break anything, so let's wait. So I will wait a little bit and see if the reason why... Oh, man. This is going to be an offensive showdown here. Normally I would think that Monday night football games would be low-scoring affairs because the defense has had quite a long time, or had extra time, to scout the offense. But looks like that's not going. So this front looks like it is whole. Not an issue here. Very nice. Got our HEPA filter. This does look pretty dark. Not sure. I mean, I'll send it along with it, but I'm not going to sell it separately. It's definitely used. I don't want to sell a used filter. All right, let's see. Why is this stuck in here? Oh, now I know. See, now I see why. There is a screw up under here that looks like it's attached to the piece here that I'm taking off. All right, there we go. Actually, get that off. So we've got our base, I guess, and that would be what that's called. I'll look all these parts up, official parts, and look them all up online. Make sure to double check that I've unplugged, and I did. Looks like we have a switch box here. With some wires attached to it. Looks like this is the junction box that goes from the cord that comes in. Get this this back around. Cord that goes in this side goes into there, into this U, and it comes out, comes into this box here, and this box sends the power in multiple directions, one of which is probably to the switch up here. All right, so let's take these apart. I might attempt to, instead of trying to sell the motor separate from the start, I might just sell this as the electronics inside the vacuum. And instead of cutting wires and trying to do that, I'll just separate it all and put it up on eBay as just one big part. And that way, if someone just needs part of it, they could grab only part of it. All right, so I have now taken out all of the screws in here. All of the screws in here are gone, but we're not getting much movement yet. So I wonder if I'm attached, if this is supposed to detach from something else then. All right, looking at the back side here. That lifts off. Interesting. So we have our bottom here, our base here. Let's do the base part first, just because it's probably going to be faster. And let's skip through some commercials again. All right. Okay, so that worked to put it down there. Interesting. It's got a wire on this side that comes up the side here. Ah, there it is. It's got three pieces or three parts here. I'm trying to get it to light into it. That will that send the power to the unit down here. Excellent. Perhaps I will just sell this part then as a whole. Sell this part as a whole, and maybe just with that, if I'm going to sell this as a whole, why don't I just go ahead and put that bottom plate on. And then I'll reserve the right later on. If I put it online and it doesn't sell in 60 days or so, I'll probably continue to take it apart some more. So that slid back in like that. Now I've got all of my screw bolts to put back in, screw head bolts. Oh, I did take out a bunch of extra things that I didn't need to take out, did I? Didn't I? Or is that in there? Oh, I may have been putting things back into ones that already have screws in them. Oh yeah, that one has one in there already. And then in here, and here. All right, so I have one in here, but I don't think I need it in there. I'm trying to see, where did it come out of then? It looks like we've got 6 in there. Let's put these 6 down, and then we'll see. This one didn't go down very far. I wonder if it's just in the wrong spot. Oh, no, it went all the way down. And that one's down. Number 3. 4. And right here, number 6. Looks like I just had one that I took off from something else. Yeah, it's got one in there still. Looks like I took it off of something else and forgot to put it back. Oops. Or I put it in the wrong bowl. I'm going to put it in that bowl with the other 2. All right, so we've got our base, or our floor part that will sell. Check. Go back around one more time while I'm looking at it to make sure that this is down all the way it needs to be. All right. Wheels spin, no problem. They got a little tiny wobble, but it's expected whenever you have a vacuum like this. You're not going to go that fast anyway. All right, so we have working in order this part here. I'll put this down here. And then let's see what we have here. All right, let's tuck these back down where they go here. And I see now. Interesting. It has a spring inside of here, way up in there. That is, whenever you put it down, but it does not have one on the other side. I'm not sure. It does not look like it's broken off. Looks like it's not even built in. But it has one on the left side as I'm looking at it. All right, so we've got a few pieces here that we can put together. In fact, I'm going to put this, I'm going to stick these back together as well, since I've decided not to take this fully apart and to just sell this part here as a whole. And then that'll be it. All right, thanks for joining me. Shorter one here, not even quite half an hour, but thanks for joining me. Hopefully, I was able to help you figure out if you want to buy part of this or not. If this works for you, that's great. If it doesn't, sorry. Hopefully you can find one that you're looking for. It's been me. I'm Graham. I am the Not So Handyman here in Las Vegas. I'll catch you next time. Thanks for joining me. Bye-bye.